Is there anything specific you want to do around town or plan
It's the Magnus wanted to do the betting, so he wanted the guy to go around and bet for him.
Got it.
And he's gonna go and visit Sonia at some point.
Okay. This is a cordial, friendly visit.
He's gonna. No, he's gonna tell her to get ready for a good evening, and basically no, not like that, but he's gonna basically we'll go around, we'll get some food, we'll walk around, look at the pier. Basically, he's just gonna go. He'll eat with her. He'll take her see the shores of the south.
It's a little bit comedic because it's a injured Magnus taking the woman out on a date. How much money are you spending to woo Sonia, the warrior woman?
How much does 20 gold get me?
20 gold gets a wonderful meal.
Month. That is a good person's month.
Let's go with 5 gold here. 5 gold.
5 gold? That's like spending $250 on a night out.
Half a gold? No, okay.
It's like going to McDonald's for 2.
2 gold. 2 gold is good.
2 gold? Okay. Sonia ends up buying a couple of extra tankards of wine. Magnus
Magnus does not get drunk. Does not get drunk.
Let's go to the town map of Vaddapol. I need a business name where you guys go and dine at.
It's got to have turkey or gobbler in the name.
Why?
Because of their tradition of the turkey thing, it needs to have the turkey or gobbler in the name. It needs to be.
Okay, you eat in the wing of the hanging bird the hanging bird butcher shop.
If at any point this place has ever offered Phineas warm bird,
the hanging bird butcher shop. They basically grow poultry and specialize in bird, and you can actually eat in. They've got a kitchen where they cook some of the meats, and you guys end up eating a very greasy bird meal there.
Okay.
Stumbling around town laughing, celebrating your victory. Sonia and you are getting along. No charisma roll. The Fox and Grouse Tavern. Okay, so it's right across from the Fox and Grouse Tavern.
That's a good name. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good.
Magnus does not get drunk. I already rolled to see if there was a random encounter while you were out and about. There wasn't. Magnus has a nice night and basically a girlfriend. Ashoka, is there anything that you're doing in the time between gladiator turns?
I have not seen the Goblin Queen's home yet, so let's go see the Goblin Queen.
Okay. You taking anyone with you?
I would normally take Akka with me. Is Akka feeling better?
Akka's a little sour. He's not hurt anymore.
Okay. Get out of there, you idiot.
All right. Are you bringing Phineas, or what is Phineas doing? Just so I can plan, Mark.
He's just in the books. That's all.
Okay. Are there any crafting things that Phineas wants to do?
Is there a list? I was going to ask if there's a list.
Make armor for the
gargoyle. Do we have armor for the bull as well?
Make armor for
Start
the
with
bull.
Gargoyle.
Gargoyle first.
And then we'll talk about the rest
what
later.
Craft feats does Phineas have?
With Crafter's Fortune, he'll make a craft roll.
Phineas, what craft feats, what magic crafting do you have?
He's got Wondrous Item and that tattoo feat you gave him.
Because you guys have been sitting on thousands and thousands of gold pieces worth of talents, and you haven't been building any magic items. Not that I'm saying you need to, but
It would be good to have a couple of magic items that we can give to our gladiators. Not to
Okay,
give, loan
so
to our gladiators.
it sounds like Phineas is going to spend some time crafting
Armor.
during the next 5 days. Like, this is not something that's going to happen in like the evening before the next 5-day chunk.
No.
Is there anything you want to do in town before you start on this project of building some armor?
You haven't seen the tattoo lady yet.
Nah, he'll wait.
Okay. He's got performance anxiety for his mating ritual.
Yeah, he's not mating with the tattoo lady.
Oh, you
Okay.
don't think you're mating with the tattoo lady yet.
1 is she's good for visitors. 2, you might have to diplomacy your way in. 3 is she's just not home, and you may meet with somebody else.
Okay.
Give me a D3.
All right. I'll meet with somebody else.
Okay, so you wander down into not the fingers, but the Baydocks.
Hmm.
The fingers. Oh, we got to put Chubb's the pig.
Cheb.
Cheb's.
Cheb's.
We need a name for a
butcher shop.
slaughterhouse.
Which,
This will be. The Pig Apple.
Get it while it's warm.
The Pig Apple Butcher Shop. Butchery. And then, did he say there was another business?
Tannery.
There was a tannery.
And they stink.
And I will say this building way over the hell over here. Call it. We'll call it the Pisser's Pit Tannery. Because urine is actually used in the process for making
Yep.
leather. All sorts of foul liquids.
That's where the term piss pot poor came in. Poor people used to sell their piss to the
To the tanners?
tanners. They'd piss
Yeah.
in a pot and sell it.
Cool. The more you know. So you go knocking at the Goblin Queen's house, and she isn't home. Let's see who you meet instead.
Huh.
Give me a diplomacy check. Are you going there with gift in hand, or are you just sort of showing up? Or
I'm just kind of showing up. 27.
Some goblins basically come out, like 4 of them. We're guards! And they salute you. Normally guards don't salute people when they're guarding, but they're pretending to be guards, I guess.
Oh, aren't you little guards?
What you want, Snake? What you want? Goblin Queen not home. Not supposed to tell her where he is. Don't know where she is, but not home. That's what we were told to say. No, that is what she is.
And they're arguing over what they're supposed to say. Akka looks to you like, what is this shit?
Is a representative of her estate home?
You go to House of Grim Gobleen. Mamma Bloodbear there.
Mamma Bloodbear?
Mamma Bloodbear, she likes to eat you, meet you.
All right. Should I tell her the name of the god who sent me?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, and that
No,
guy's
not me.
name
I
is...
didn't tell him to go get eaten at the house. Meat. Yes, they're made of meat. We're guards.
Yes, you most certainly are. He goes to walk over to the house of the Grim Gobleen.
Yeah, that way.
Yes.
Good to eat you.
He tells Akka, they're very polite yet very dumb.
The goblins on my island know how to make poison darts. These ones are pathetic. The House of the Grim Gobleen is this like the house might have been nice at one point in time, but the shutters are all missing, and the front door is gone, and like all the
house.
there are some boards over some of the doors. The door is like a board that is cropped open so goblins can kind of sneak out, and there's a handle, and it says "Go away" in sort of like shitty written Imperial Common on the front. It says in big loud paint that somebody splashed too much paint on it. It says House of the Grim Gobleen, and the G's are backwards.
That's awesome. I knock on the door.
It says enter here, but then it says go away.
Yep, I will do one of those two things.
All right. At this side, it looked like there's some like outlines of goblins that might have been tied to the wall, and like shit was thrown at them. So they're like shit outlines of
like negative space drawings.
Outlines of a bunch of goblins. There might have been a dude there too. You're not too sure. It's like or a really big goblin. You can hear some cheering inside and singing. It's in Goblin. Do you speak Goblin?
No.
Couple of goblins scurry out. They're looking at you, and they don't stop to talk. They're not guards. You can hear knocking. You hear knocking back.
I open the door.
Okay, so Akka just stares down the big plank that's in front of the door, lets it fall. Boom! There's a goblin standing there. The goblin is male. He has a dress on. And what looks like he's pretending with some fruit to have lady parts.
Welcome to the House of the Grim Gobleen. We don't want any.
I don't want any either. Looking at the little Mamma Bloodbear.
Mamma Bloodbear? Are you here to eat? To meet her?
Yes, I am here to meet her.
Meat.
The room, it looks like it was once a beautiful kind of fancy manor, but it's covered in grime, and there's like little shitty stains that go halfway up every wall, probably as tall as a goblin can reach. And then there are nice things that have been placed over top of like the layer of grime, and then another layer of grime on top of that, and then nice things placed on top of that. Like instead of just cleaning up, they find new things to layer onto tables and chairs, and there's a broken grandfather clock that you can see some goblin inside of playing with the gears.
So Ashoka knows that the next thing he's going to do with Phineas is going to be force him to work here for a bit.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
Goblins by the many kind of come out, and they start to pool a little bit, and they realize that they have visitors.
Visitors, what do you want?
We are here to treat with Mamma Bloodbear.
Are you civilized?
I feel pretty civilized.
They have treats. We want treats.
I need to speak with Mamma Bloodbear. Is
Give us
she
treat
available?
first. We want treat. Treats, Mama's treats. Give us something nice to eat, yeah!
There's a small horde of goblins. Pretty sure they're youthful goblins. They don't have any armor or anything on. They're just sort of swarming the front of the doorway, demanding treats and pulling at your stuff. Akka swatting a few of them away.
No.
Who's there?
Ashoka Maruya from the Conclave of the Crimson Scale.
Stop bugging our guests. Send them in.
In Aka language, that must be Mama.
Okay, you walk into the next room.
Yep.
Set up on a divan, like she's taking the whole thing, like a 2-seater, is this massive bugbear. She's got a dirty hide and a mouthful of crooked teeth, a grim look in her eyes. There are goblins like scattering all around her. You can see that there are some older goblins that are sitting with her. They're smoking out of some bubbling hookah with weird frogs inside of it, like inside of the canister. Akka doesn't want to touch anything in this room. His eyes go wide at the filth and finery, and then more filth and finery. Mamma Bloodbear is sitting there like she is the head of this place.
What you want? You come for a hug from Mamma Bloodbear?
She's something else. What skills do you have?
Many?
It looks like they've painted her up like a painted pig. Like she's got lots and lots, like layers of makeup on where she doesn't have fur.
Acrobatics, appraise, bluff, diplomacy, disguise, intimidate, bunch of knowledges, linguistics, perception, sense motive, spellcraft, sleight of hand.
Give me a d20 roll.
11.
I will glance at your character sheet and add what I need.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Versus Mamma Bloodbear. 5, 8. 6, 7, 12. 12, 15 in a kit. 17. Whew. Okay. She's ugly. She likes the makeup. Give me a knowledge arcana or a spellcraft.
14 spellcraft, 9 knowledge arcana.
What you want? Who are you? What's this about treats?
It's one of the terms used to speak with or negotiate with someone.
You come here, House of Grim Gobleen, for why? You give tribute? Snake? Man?
She licks her lips at that. Akka does not like how long her tongue is.
It's probably useful for things. I am a representative of the Conclave of the Crimson Scales.
Crimson Scale? No.
One of the Ludai.
She's nodding.
We wish to pay our respects to all of the established and well-known Ludai within Vaddapol, and the Grim Gobleen are infamous or famous, as the case may be.
You no come to us. You no come to us first. You go to others. Leave us for last.
No, you are not last. Although I do admit that we did not come here first.
You spit down on Goblin. You think that your teeth are better than mine.
Humans look down on all of those who do not match their standards.
Where are our treats?
Fucking goblins begging for treats.
Why you come here? Snake, man? Give me this man. Me no kill you.
No.
No? You deny Mamma Bugbear? Mamma Bloodbear.
I presume you are the Primus of the Grim Gobleen?
Oh no. Just oldest gladiator.
You're still on the books?
Yes. Mamma Bloodbear not go nowhere. Mamma Bloodbear, See your gladiator soon. Now what you want?
Give me a sense motive.
All right. $28.
They had a starting attitude of unfriendly.
Yeah.
They are continuing their unfriendly posture. They might not be popular in this world or in this city.
It is good to have friends. There is strength in numbers, which is something that the Gobleen are famous for.
Yes, we know this. You come here to tell us what Goblin already know.
No, but the Ludi themselves are also weak if they act as individuals. It's better if they can act together, at least behind the scenes.
What you say? What you say? Speak plain.
I say that there might be potential to be friends.
You want to be friends with Mamma Bloodbear?
Yes.
What you do for friend? What you do for us? Give us this one.
She licks her lips at Akka.
No.
And we'll be friends. Treat.
Akka glances at you like she doesn't like the way she's looking at him. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
That is not how friends act.
You give us weaklings. Lots of weaklings. Goblin fight weaklings and win.
A win in the
You give us
arena.
slaves you do not want. You give us money. Money buys lots of things here in Vaddapol. Humans like money.
Yes. Humans do like money.
You give us money, we be friend. What you give? Queen of Goblin like pretty things. We like money. We like slaves and beasts and easy things to kill. We have plans.
And how could we help you with your plans?
Give us money and easy things to kill. Mamma Bloodbear, speak plain.
Easy things to kill in the arena?
Yes. Easy things to kill at night. Just throw them out naked, chained, in front of our cave. We make disappear. For price. Never see again.
I think we can be friends.
We see. Come back when you have treat. Money, slave, easy thing to kill.
Ashoka is going to basically put a couple hundred gold coins down.
It is good start.
I mean, give me a diplomacy check.
All right.
You're trying to
My
influence
friend.
their.
I would like them to like me. I also like the fact that you can disappear things here.
You're pretty sure they're gonna eat things. The way the Mamma Bugbear is licking her chops.
That's fine, as long as they disappear. 34.
Nice. You go. Come back more tribute for Mamma Bugbear. Mamma Bloodbear, like you.
All right, so with a 34, they are no longer unfriendly. They are indifferent. It is a start.
Yes.
And I guess you guys are friendly towards them?
This is where there might be a divergence between the Ludus and the Masters. Akka has machinations which include the Grim Gobleen.
Got
So he's trying to develop relations with him. I'd say friendly, but that might not like. I'm pretty certain Magnus will do a number on diplomacy in the first 3 minutes of conversation. And then the part that Mark missed was I do plan at some point when Phineas makes me mad enough, forcing him for some reason to be within the Goblin House, because that will be hilarious.
All right, so you guys are indifferent towards the goblins, basically, in average?
Yeah, I think it's indifferent on average.
And what do you guys feel about the monks? Is it just indifferent?
It would be indifferent until we're given a reason otherwise.
Okay.
Haven't
And
talked to
then,
him yet.
what did you guys think about the Duke or people in general, in like the common folk? It's a bunch of indifference across the board.
I think it's indifferent.
You're muted, Mark. Okay.
Indifferent.
So right now, you guys are friendly towards the Knights of Vaddapol. You are helpful towards the Guild of Beast Tamers, and you're friendly towards Maeve's fighting school. I want to say you're helpful towards them, but you haven't helped them with the thing they want the most. So
We're working on it.
Yeah, you're working on
Well,
it.
it's what we are towards them versus what they are towards us.
I think you're unfriendly towards the Broken Shield. You refused to meet them because you didn't want to be charmed. And the Sea God's Fury, I have a feeling you're unfriendly towards because they're hostile towards you.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
The,
Cool, thanks.
How are we to the... So, Miss Havel, does she do anything, or is she just some crazy lady?
She's some crazy lady. She just represents part of the minor nobility that partakes in the game. She has she has very little influence. She's not on the big player sheet. If you want to go make friends with her, I'm sure you can. But you did your thing in between game turns. All right, so let's go back to let's do one more game like gladiatorial turn. At least plan out the turn, especially if you're going to plan on doing any fights or that sort of thing. We will at least plan them out. Okay. Using the variant and faster crafting rules, can you craft this armor in a 5-day period, Mark?
I don't know those rules, so...
Okay. Probably
You
worth
got
it.
10 to the DC.
We'll just go with a yes.
No, I think it's the difficulty of the item determines the DC. And then I think
so
there's
you
an
can
accelerated...
add 10 to the DC, and then you can accelerate crafting by... adding 10 to the DC is how you accelerate the crafting. Which makes it...
No, there are different rules for crafting that came out of like the signature skill feats and stuff like that. So we'll just say you start crafting armor. What is the thing that you're crafting, Mark? Is it armor for...
Custom armor for the gargoyle.
So gargoyle armor?
Breastplate, I guess.
Breastplate, okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to give the gargoyle the amulet of natural armor to help improve with his attitude.
Is the amulet natural armor, or is it an amulet of mighty fists?
No, actually, it's an amulet of mighty. I think it's a mighty fist. You're right.
Give it to the freaking gargoyle.
That guy's a bad boy.
Okay, so you're gonna give the amulet for him to use, or just to keep?
Use.
Okay. Give me a charisma check, Magnus.
Hold on. Oh no. Magnus isn't doing shit with him. He's like, no, I fucked it up. You do it, Joker. Magnus isn't doing that. Magnus is giving the idea like, let's do this, but you do it.
So basically, it's a Ludus-owned magic item that you're going to lend to him whenever he fights. That doesn't sound too much like a gift to me.
I don't know. Should we give it to him? Is a question.
No. Well, first of all, doesn't have the right to have property, so we can't give him anything.
The first step would be giving him the right to own property. Would be the thing.
Okay, so what would it cost us to do that?
I think the question is an amulet of mighty fist the type of item that has to bond with the owner for 24 hours? Because if that's the case, he may have...
I don't think so.
Rights to it. Okay, well then you just give it to him before a fight.
Right.
Okay. So you promise him this magic item before the fight. He doesn't seem too interested because the fight so far he hasn't been hurt in. And he has maybe a weird sense of honor where it's like, oh great, I get more advantage. against
Look at
lowly
me,
man
I'm
folk.
such a cheater.
Right,
I'm
exactly.
slaughtering
So we'll
all
say that he nods to this because you're his master, but that really has no effect, negative or positive, on his outlook. Ashoka, what are you doing in the 5-day period? What is your thing? Let's go. You could help out a facility, you can help out betting, or you could take a break from betting and do a diplomacy check against, like, you could have an overture towards one of the big players. You could intimidate them. You could.
Yeah, I think it's either actually intelligence. I need to learn more. Spying, and we are going to spying on which group? Give me a second. Party pages, Vaddapol stables. We are going to spy on. Actually, I want to spy on the broken shield.
Okay.
Because I don't like them.
Cool.
Do you need someone to spy for you?
All right. Magnus is training his men, so Magnus gets to add 4 dice to the pool to train, and Phineas is crafting. What is Sona doing? Sona is still on injury reserve, so.
But he can do training, not training. Sorry, he can do entertainment. Can he be part of the entertainment?
You're gonna put him to work instead of. Yeah, you can put him to work. Does he have the skills to be part of the entertainment?
He's a bard. He's a bard.
He's also not a classic bard in that he has he's a arcane duelist.
Okay, let's just take a peek at his skills to see what he's got. Sona can sing, dance, play flutes, talk good, and Vigneron, is that the wine guys or what is that?
Means he's from a family of wine wine makers.
It's a wine guy. Okay.
He can grow wine basically, or grow grapes, and make wine.
That's awesome.
But this is a wintry. No, it's too bad. Oh yeah, somebody was trying that. What's his name? The other house. Were they trying to make wine? Yeah.
I'm confused. Okay. So I think we're going to put him on entertainment because we're going to have a bunch of people. We have a bunch of people with morale problems. So.
Okay, so he's going to be part of the entertainment, is basically what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Even
though he himself was entertained, he's like get to work as he has to like sing and dance.
Stop listening and start doing.
What is Droll doing?
What are you doing? Get up!
Droll needs to be entertained because his morale is shit.
Okay. How many dice are you spending on Droll?
Okay. Who all is shit? I need the sort of summary.
Droll and what's his name? Dranus or.
Drainus. Drain?
Dreas.
Drainus?
Drain.
It's like Linus.
Drain.
Alright, so I think we're gonna... Well, Droll has like a shit attitude and bad morale. Drain has... Drain is up to... He's neutral, right? He's at no penalty?
Yep.
Okay, so all of it on Droll.
Okay. So this is entertainment. How many points do you have to spend?
The entertainment we will have, unless if we can do something about our resource, like our thing, we'd upgrade it. But right now we'd have 2 plus 2 from Sona, so 4.
Okay, so entertainment 4 dice on Droll. Drain.
Yeah. Drain is going to.
Physical. The body, would that be training with Magnus?
Yep, Magnus can train strength and dex.
No, the body -1. That's medicine. That's religion, isn't it? The medicinist. Yep. So send the doctors.
Okay, so he's got a medical issue. Okay, how many points on medical are you spending?
Do we have anybody else with medical issue?
Prentice. Medical body is.
Yeah, we have Prentice also.
2 and 2.
Yeah, we'll go 2 and 2.
Okay. So basically, he's resting with Medicus. All right, Bull.
All right, let's see how
Bull
Bull
gets
doing.
trained.
Yeah. Give him strength. Sec. Check Bull. Bull. Bull is getting. Let's give him strength.
So training.
Training.
Yeah. 2 in strength.
How many dice?
How many do we have total, and how many have we used total?
So far, we've used none, and we have. Give me a second. We've got 3 plus you, so 7 training resources.
Okay, but didn't we train Fleece as well? Or was that the previous
We're going to
round?
additionally train fleas, but
Okay. So
we want to train fleas, we want to train Vanu, and we want to train Bull. We want to train our Ludai, basically.
2.
And then where's the extra one go?
Who's the lowest? Who's the lowest that could use another?
Bull actually needs the most training,
Okay, let's give him 3 then.
because Bull's abilities are pathetic, and he's really high level.
Why don't we train him? Why don't we get him int?
Because you
Int.
wouldn't let me put a library in the.
Just put a talent and get a library. Purchase a
We're
library.
not, we haven't been allowed to create more buildings yet. We don't know how that works. We can't
No.
build the resources. We can't build the facilities in 0 time.
Fair enough. Okay. Fine. Then let's give him 3 points to Bull. Will be 2 in strength and 1 in con.
It doesn't work that way.
No,
Okay.
it does.
Okay, so it's training ability scores for Bull. It's training ability scores for Akka, or sorry,
Yep.
for Vanu. It's
What
training
what
ability
what
scores
ability score are you training for Bull? What one score?
it's strength or dex are your options.
Strength.
Okay. Bull is a 4th level character. He needs 4 training successes to level up his strength by 1.
Okay. Fleas is training strength.
Okay.
See, please.
Yeah. So in the future, you guys know how this works, so you can start filling it in ahead of time, what
Yeah.
your plans are. But yeah, Fleas is trying to train his strength. It's 0 to 2 successes that you need. How many dice are you putting towards this?
3 on Bull, 2 on
2 on
Fleas,
Fleas.
2 on Vanu.
Yeah.
Okay. Training 3 on Bull, 2 on Fleece,
2 on Vanu.
2, and 1 on Vanu.
Marty,
2 on Vanu.
2.
We've got
okay.
7.
Yep.
if we were to bring, if we were to get them like a like good food for an evening, does that have any impact on the gladiators at all?
That's
How'd that
considered
work?
like resting and entertainment. Your ability to just have your ludus
That's just
provide
part of
entertainment and wine and
That goes into
women
that.
and
Okay.
and giving them a few coins to spend on the market. Like that's kind
Right,
of like
right.
you're letting them have some R&R. Or in
Gotcha.
Droll is like you're spending like a lot of like to make sure that Droll doesn't fall deeper into depression.
Well,
You're
we're
Yeah.
gonna wake up and Droll will have found a magic noose to hang himself with. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
And then Akka, what is Akka doing?
Akka is. Well, we don't. What Akka really needs to do is train ability scores because he's got a 76. But
Why don't we take 1 point from Bull and give it to Akka?
okay.
2, 2, 2, 1.
All right.
Slowly raise everybody.
All right. So Akka train 1. He will be doing strength first, I guess.
Okay, he's what, 2nd level?
He's 2nd level. Yeah.
Okay, so your Ludus is taking basically a period off of fighting. That's fine. Remember that your gladiators that are on your roster, including the ones that have been called up, need to fight 3 fights in a season, or they may find themselves back on the market.
So that's
how many...
12 fights a year or 9 fights a year? Winter seasons?
9 fights a year.
9 fights a year. Okay.
There is a period of time at the end of the season where you can readjust your rosters.
Okay. Now, how many... Here, actually, I think if I go over, I can just see how many turns there are. SE is the season end.
Yep.
Okay. And do we have a thing to say how many fights they've had?
We do not.
Okay. So where it says F there, I'm going to change that to F1. And
Yeah, that sounds good.
F1, F2, F3.
Yeah. Do that. So Sona is on recovery, right?
Yep.
But how long is he in recovery for?
He has to be in recovery for a minimum of a 3 block period.
Okay, so he can start on 4. He can start fighting in block 4.
Yep.
Oh, so when you put somebody on that list, it's 3...
Minimum 3 blocks.
Minimum 3 blocks. Okay, and each block is 5 days.
Yep.
Right?
You're basically saying he's so injured he can't fight for half a month.
Yeah. Okay,
So
that's fine.
The top where it says 10, 20, is that the 5?
That's the percentile of the random event at the
But
end.
hold on, Pennywise has had 3 fights, so he should have F3.
Yes. Pennywise has earned his spot as your Ludus. He doesn't have to technically fight for the rest of the season.
All right, we're going to go F3. I'll put a bold in it to say there's multiple fights in that thing.
Nice. Okay. So spying. Let's go with the gladiators first. Sona is going to spend time entertaining. He's doing work.
Could we have assigned Qued to start organizing some upgrades to the building based off of the money we have?
Give me a yes, because otherwise this is an administration task that the masters should be doing. Like I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm
gonna go recruit. I'm gonna go recruit. Some people. So yes, he's willing to help out this time. He says, "What do you need?" And it's either a facility or personnel to a specific area that he wants you to upgrade. That's what he has time for, basically.
Okay, I think it's going to be the entertainment because it seems like morale. Like it's entertainment. Our entertainment and religion are the 2 things. We neglected entertainment. We realized how much it just gets blown out of the water. Like it grinds down real quick. So, yeah.
Well, the guys training and doing a bunch of other stuff aren't going to lose their morale or gain it.
No,
right?
but they're not going to gain it.
Yeah.
See, it's that part. It's
You could have had you rolled really well, gained morale by winning.
Right.
That's not.
Well, we rolled 1s and 2s.
You rolled a slew of 1s and 2s, and I'm like, oh god, everything is going wrong.
So I think it's going to be trying to bump. If he's only going to do 1, then it'll be the facility or the personnel up to a 3.
Okay. He is able to do that for you.
Okay. So I'm assuming it won't be this turn, but the
Sorry,
turn after.
Nemi, sorry, I've got so many windows open.
Just going
No,
around.
Nemi's just like, he wants to telepathic link to Nem. Yeah, imps are talking to each other all the time, thanks to Adam's campaign. What else? Nem has been refusing to join the tower that is here, though. Like, there is a spot where imps are in Vaddapol, and he's refusing to join them. I guess I can barely... blah, blah, blah. Sharpens your blade, donning your armor. Cool. Apparently there's a game going on in chat that I wasn't aware of.
Spreadsheet.
We heard you like games. So you put a game within your game, so you can game while you game.
Yeah. When the spreadsheets are up, there's a lot of stuff for me to keep track of.
Yep.
All right. So entertainment, Sona is you can order your guys to entertain. In fact, Sona could go out, given his charisma, and make money for you in other ways if you were really devious. But he is adding to your entertainment roll. Spreadsheets, so many games. Droll, you are trying to entertain Droll. So roll 4d6s. Droll, you're trying to affect his morale.
All right, Adam. Faith in you this time.
All right. 2 successes.
Okay. He is his morale is increased by 1.
Yay.
That's good. That's good. I want to get him to the point. Let's fucking kill everyone.
Well, now he's just not like, why is everything gray?
Put on colored like rainbow sunglasses on.
Okay.
That's
Drains wounds from the medicus. Let's see if he's healed.
Okay, that's a 2, I think. 2d6.
Yeah, put 2 on him.
Both successes.
Okay. His wounds are gone.
And,
He feels better from the medicus, so that's a success.
What's his name?
All right. The next is Prentice's wounds, I believe.
Yep.
2.
Hey,
Yes.
buddy.
All right. His wounds are he's back in tip-top fighting shape at least.
Is he? Does he need 6 successes?
Nope.
He's level 6.
Prentice is. I'm confused.
He had a -1. 6 successes might be a bit much to just get rid of like a morale 1. So
Okay. All right. So in my head, that was how I was working, which I was like,
Yep. Some things do. Training definitely does go like
Yeah.
the higher level you are, it's harder for you to train, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
or it takes longer to do. All right, Bull requires 4 successes for training his strength. You only gave him 2 dice, so this may take some time.
All right. I'm at
Mark, you want to? Oh, I guess Magnus rolls these because he.
Come on, Bull. Push that wheel. One
success. Give me a
right.
roll for fleas. 2 rolls as you're trying to up his strength.
Keep all of you. Push the wheel. God damn it. Come on. 1 success.
1 success.
We gotta
Aka,
make it heavier wheel.
He's training his strength. He only has 1 die.
Somebody else has another die. Another 2.
Yeah, Vanu.
There we go.
That's a great success. So 1 die, and then Vanu has 2 dice to finish off his strength training. And you do it.
1.
All right, so you can add 1 strength to Vanu.
Okay. Vanu has
All right,
a
Phineas.
16.
Crafting
doing that,
breastplate.
Adam?
How do the new rules work, Mark?
And I was just there. God damn.
How likely are you recommend Internet Explorer web to a friend? Shut up. Why am I getting prompts? I'm not because it made
Tell
my
me you
IE
recommend it.
freeze.
All right. Now.
Adam, could you check out what the price of the breastplate would be for the
Sure.
for the flying guy, and I'll look at craft with Mark.
All right.
Oh, if we can give him a lance, would he be counted as like
Charging on horseback? No.
flying? Ah!
It depends. Okay, so the DC for
Non-masterwork breastplate would be 400.
Okay.
that's the price, not the DC. Yes.
Yeah,
the price.
the item complexity and time units and DC modifiers. Okay.
Okay,
So-
the normal complexity for medium armor is a DC 15.
Find the item's price in silver pieces is 4 grand. 4,000 silver. Find the DC on the craft skills. It is not masterwork, right? You're just making normal stuff?
No, I'll make it. If I'm making it, I may as well make it masterwork.
Okay.
Holy crap, Sona has amazing ability scores. Jesus.
All right. It looks like most types of armor are complex, which requires 4 days and modifier plus 8. All right. I'm not sure what that means.
What are you looking at?
I'm using, if you scroll down on this page here, I'll do it in the chat. Masterwork item has 50% increase in time, in addition to normal increase in cost. Okay, it's a DC 18, DC 22 craft check, which I believe it takes to complete the armor in 6 days. So
Okay. Well,
for every 5 points greater than the item's DC check, you can have the unit's time, but you can't have it more than twice. So if you hit a 27, then it would take 3 days.
okay. So he's going to use a crafter's fortune.
Okay.
Plus 27, so I half it.
Okay.
I half the time.
Phineas created masterwork breastplate for the gargoyle in 3 days, spending 1/3 of the raw materials. So you spent 133 gold pieces to get this suit.
That's not including the masterwork. The masterwork's already on top of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Plus
That was
1/3 of the
just basic.
masterwork. So 150 is another 50. So
Yep.
183 to create this suit.
Now that's a gift. Here you go, armor. So it's now more uneven.
I really like these new craft rules. It allows you to craft normal items in a reasonable amount of time. Now, that
Yes.
suit in real life should have probably taken you about a month, which is about a half of what the old rules did. But Phineas is that good at the crafter, so he bangs out this breastplate, masterwork, and put it on the character sheet. It belongs to the Ludus, but basically he's the only gargoyle. He's the only gargoyle that can wear it, because he is the only gargoyle. Training men. Magnus, you spend a lot of time training your men and making them push the wheel and lift heavy things and throw rocks around. There was a lot of strength training, Magnus, as your men are happy on
Something
this.
was brought up, and
Yes.
this is just some notes that we need to make.
Yep.
Sona needs a gestalt with his 95 or whatever out of 84 friggin' ability score.
Right?
Just saying. We need to do that, and then yeah, we basically I think we have to, but maybe flag a note somewhere for what to train. I'll figure out something to figure out training paths for the gladiators, because we need to kind of have that laid out.
Yep. Spying
Everyone
on
should
the
have
broken
one
spying on the
level of
broken
alchemist.
shield. The broken shield does have some security or some counterintelligence. They are a major house. They're used to people snooping around. So you're rolling against 5d6. Ashoka,
Okay.
you are helping out your spy master and your intelligence network, kind of like trying to figure out what is the question that you're trying to learn about them, or what questions are you trying to learn in what order? Are you just trying to learn secrets, or is it you're trying to learn about them or who they are?
Yeah, motivations. It'd be like motivations, who they like, who they don't like, and then secrets would be kind of the order.
Who they meet the most with? Who they never meet with?
That would, yeah.
Okay.
With his 13 decks, that's hilarious. Fox is going, go into swashbuckling.
Swashbuckler, you'll be the swashbuckling whipper.
Everybody, one level of alchemist.
Everybody, one level of mutagenic mauler.
Yes. Yes, everybody should.
All right.
3 successes. Or,
Okay.
I don't know if this works.
Yeah, I wonder if this is a contested roll against their own spy mastery ring. Is it against their security? Are you just trying to find out in town, or are you trying to find out like by spying directly in their house?
I'm not going in their house. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to go in the house. I might talk to people from their house, but not in their house.
Okay, there's a fail, a push, and a win.
And then push.
And then push.
Or push loss.
Okay.
No, push.
You find out that they're very secretive. At least their inner circle is. you end up running into a lot of slavishly devoted knights that extol her virtues. And the only thing that you got about their motivation is that one day all the knights will follow them. Or follow her.
Do their knights lust after, like, is there any whoring amongst the knights of her group? Like, at all? It's
They
kind of
are all saving themselves for her.
So this is what will break the spell. This is the key to the downfall.
Can you charm person somebody's already charmed? With
Yes,
that?
and then you do opposed charisma checks.
Then you do opposed charisma checks.
Knights of the Blue Balls.
Knights of the blue balls. Knights of the tight loincloths.
All right, so stress the fuck out.
All right.
Everyone's like a squirrel.
Demi
What are we
wants to
doing?
flood their
What are we
defenses.
doing?
Yes.
All right, now it's the end of the turn. There's a random event. There's 20% chance. Chat, you guys can roll a D100, please.
Does our gambler succeed?
Oh
or-
shit, the gambler. The gambling
gambler.
man.
There's a gambler and market, and I don't know if they do anything or they just sit there.
Yeah, the market wasn't really selling anything or doing anything. That's kind of like how quickly you could get other people than you to sell your goods.
Did our
or to buy.
promotion group succeed in saying that we exist?
Sure, maybe we should have some actions for some of the more active units of the groups. But yeah, the promotions group, give me 2d6s. They're promoting the fact that you're alive.
We're alive.
There's one success
Hey,
and one
we got
fail.
one
You know,
success.
there are some flyers that you hand out.
Well, you know what I mean, right? We got-
Right.
Paying
then-
these fuckers, they should at least do something.
They could change the
See, like some of them are like the master's quarter and villa. Yeah, the cleaner's clean and the carpenter's carpen.
Yeah, exactly.
The civic arena seating. Yep, you've got seats,
We got seats.
and you got some friends in the seats. The stable, you know, the bull is tended to. Like, there's no active roles there. Whereas some of them you're kind of like activating. So I may make a slot like a number of things that you can activate to actively go and do things on your behalf.
Yep.
But the result of the promotions is that. What is the message of the promotions? Hey, we're new, we're cool.
We fucking exist, and we've got Prentice Pennywise, who's amazing.
Okay, you've attached Prentice Pennywise to your Ludus, because
Yes.
that wasn't evidently clear by the way that they were presenting it. It was almost like the Magister and the Commissar were kind of saying, these are our guys.
Yes. No. We've got Pretty Boy Prentice the Penny Pincher is part of the Conclave of the Crimson Scale.
Okay,
We're gonna make him some armor too, I think.
okay, that may affect the starting behavior of the crowd when you come out. You may be borrowing from some of Prentice's fame. Like, they may be friendly when you guys go out.
That's perfect. This is
Yep.
this is
In fact, I have a place to keep track of that. The mob is friendly towards this new Ludus.
oh dude. Okay, promotions are super important. Oh, promotions are important. Oh, we need promotions.
We gotta buy ourselves a t-shirt gun.
We need First we have to invent t-shirts.
We'll say they're indifferent. They were kind of moody. They're indifferent at this point. They weren't unfriendly. You guys you guys almost lost a fight. You didn't earn any victory points, and then you had Now we'll say they're friendly. Prentice Pennywise basically bought you some friendly goodwill from the crowd because of all the
they
blood.
liked us
Because
by
of
the end of
all
that
the
fight.
blood he spilled. He killed how many people? 4 people.
4 people, 2 of them without being wounded.
All right, and then the guy who you've got betting. Give me your gambling roll, 2d6.
1 success.
Okay, also 1 failure, and it's betting, so it's a wash.
Okay. So Nothing. Money comes
So,
back.
is there any point in ever rolling that? Because we might just fire the fuck. Like, just as one of those, like, or do we only use him when